Thanks for coming over. This is Amodeus, and in today's Elune video, we're finally up to Akhenaten. So, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm super excited. We've been utilizing the team that you see here pretty much for Trent, Proto, T3, Ime, Iscariot. Now it's Akhenaten. Okay, so let's break it down. So, today we're going to get up to 7. Tomorrow we'll get up to 10. So how does Akhenaten work? Well, he's awful. He's super fun once you figure him out, but he's awful until then. So here's the deal. Akhenaten has 3 phases. In the first phase, he has 2 vases on either side of him. In the second phase, he has 2 vases on either side of him. In the third phase, he has no vases. So it's really important to understand what's going on with those vases in phase 1 and phase 2. And it's probably best if we just jump in. And man, I cannot wait until I have that on burning time. That'll be amazing. So let's just jump in real quick. So this is how it works, and I'm going to kind of walk through why we're utilizing this team. So now, if you don't have Freya, you could totally use Stella, because it's not about. It's not about the heals. The heals make it a little bit easier, but it's really just about the shields. So, in the first turn, you really want to wait to do Weiwei's second skill, right? Because you're going to get hit. And that's a good thing in the first phase. And why is that a good thing? Because every time you get hit, this bad boy on the left is going to fill up. Every time you attack, the one on the right's going to fill up. Okay? And what you really want is to get this one on the left filled up, because that's going to be the one that's going to make him easier overall. Now, in phase 1, it's really just about moving around. And you can see, like, we'll just because you got to manual it. Man, if I had an auto solution, I would share it. But basically, we're just using our first skills because we don't want to damage him too much, right? We want him to hit us. We want to take damage from him. So it's really important to make sure that you can sustain that damage. And with Freya, it's just like Ime. You can't use shields all the time. Like, you can't use shields in phase 2 of Ime at all, right? And in phase 1 of Akhenaten, you can't use shields because shields prevent you from taking damage. So, unfortunately, all you're going to do is just heal with Freya, or you're going to hit very lightly with Stella. Same thing here with Kunar. Oh man, that wasn't too bad. For sure, he's going to crush us. And as you can see, like, damage is piling up on the left-hand side. Now, I have a very high crit, which is going to be important during phase 2 on Chloe and Kunhar. So that's why they're in here. But if you have like a single target DPS that has amazingly high crit, then I would say bring them instead. Because crowd control does not work, right? Oh, see that one on the left? See how much it filled up? So it really is 100% just about continuing this process. We're just going to feed through the turns, waste soul stones, do some healing. Not going to apply the shields during phase 1. And phase 1 will last until he's at 60. So if you want to take some pot shots to get him down, that's fine, right? You can definitely do that to get him, like, start to wheedle him down towards that 60% mark. But you for sure want to make sure you're keeping an eye on the left and right hand ones. And you don't want the right vase to get any higher than the left vase. So let him just keep beating you up. I know it's painful. But really, if you're managing the heals and if you're managing the mitigation, you're going to be okay. We just got to make sure we're keeping everybody alive. Which is one of the reasons I bring Fabian. Because I've said this on every video, I die a lot when I'm testing stuff. Look how it just filled right up. But like I said, he's like a safety valve. I think he makes everything a little bit easier. Man, don't crit too much there, Chloe. Gotta restrain you. little heal action over here on Fabian. And we're at 92. I think... Man, I think we can... I'm going to do it. I think we can apply a little bit more pressure to ourselves. Do a little bit more damage. Because I think we're far enough behind that as long as we don't go too crazy, we should be able to. Now, this is a good point. So when I say don't go too crazy, let's do this. Because that also strengthens your heals too. So I'm gonna toss this over here. Nice. So if you're going to use Kunhar on his second skill, he adds bleeding. So when you got to be real careful not to use his second skill if you're even remotely close, right? Almost, man. A little bit more. See, Wei Wei is a must-have right here for all of the reasons you just saw, where she just healed up all that damage. I think we got 2 more hits, so I'm gonna. Oof, I gotta build her with better damage. She does not do enough damage. Let's put this back on. Do a little. We're just wasting soul stones at this point. Not using that second skill yet. Don't want to use that second skill. Boom, damage. He gets. Oh man. Oh, come on. I mean, we're not in danger of doing anything too awful here. Wasting soul stones. We'll switch on. Yeah, we'll switch on him. We'll do some little heals, and you just got to swap the turns around to help out. There we go. Finally. Okay, do we get a full heal? Ooh, and he's back, and we got full. So let's just take it to him. And Kunar's great because he's just really high crit. Chloe's the same way. Let's go ahead and dump this on here. And we just got to get him down to 60% as quickly as possible. So I'm actually going to flit him back here. I'm going to go in here, hopefully drop some bleeds on him. There we go, 3 bleeds. Beautiful. 63%. That right one's not even there yet. And here we go, that's it. If my third skill was way stronger, I would not have used it just then. Because it would have been a waste. But I know my third skill for my Chloe is just weak. It's not where it needs to be. So I'm going to go ahead and feed this back. And then I'm actually going to drop immunity on everybody. Eternal blessings. And now that we're in here, now that we're here, 2 things are really important. The 2 DPS units you brought, so for me, like Chloe and Kunhar, have to have high crit rate, whether that comes from their passives like theirs, or it comes from something else. They have to be high crit rate, because crit rate is how you're really, at this point, going to finish Akhenaten off, because he is only going to take damage, or he's only really going to take crit damage, and you need to dish out as much crit damage as possible, because that is what is actually going to fill up that base on the left hand side. So we're just going to dive right in here and just try and hit him with as much juice as possible. And then when we swap turns, we're swapping it in exactly the opposite way. Over shield, over heal, right? Over shield, over heal. Let's go. Yeah, look at all those crits. Oh, boom. Yep, okay, we got that one on the left is fired up. Perfect. Wow. We got to Okay, well, let's not rush. Let's not rush. Let's put Wei skill on here. Let's go ahead and heal Fabian because he's our in case of emergency guy, right? We can use him to heal Chloe. And what do I want to do? I want to actually... No, she doesn't have enough. Oh, no. Maybe. Nope. I was hoping that she had enough. Thank God. I was hoping she would be able to, she had enough soul stones to switch over and give us a barrier. But no. I want a barrier though, because this is all going to be a world of hurt. And you got to do crit damage because he's going to heal himself if you don't deal crit damage. So don't attack with someone who doesn't have like a great deal of crit damage. Just cycle along or heal or do something, right? So you got to make sure you do crit damage, right? Boom, there you go. We're going to switch over here. There's no there's no crowd control like we said before, so let's switch over here. Switch back. Got this. Plus there's 4 dots on. Yeah! There we go. There we go, Akhenaten. nonsense. Oh, that was horrible. All right, awesome. So I'm really confident in that strat. Oh, what? Awesome. So I'm pretty confident in that strategy that it'll work all the way through 10. And like I said, I'm super excited because we knocked out Trent, knocked out Proto, knocked out Ime. I'm not gonna lie, I snuck ahead. Hold on, I snuck ahead. I did. Damocles is fun, man. Damocles is just a straight up fun, no nonsense, just fight boss. And the strategy is pretty simple for him. If you're interested in seeing a video for Damocles or a playthrough with the teams that we're using, definitely drop it in the comments below. But that's it for today, folks. Thanks for watching the videos as always. I hope you have a great day.